dissection. This is our sheep brain. The surface was covered in meninges, but we removed them as seen right here. The surface features include these ridges called gyri and the depressions called fissures. This is the cerebrum and this is the cerebellum, and off the cerebellum comes off the spinal cord. Of the cerebrum, we have the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, and the temporal lobes. If we flip it over to the ventral surface, we'll see the olfactory bulbs, and the olfactory tracts would come down. This is the optic chiasm and the optic nerves, and the optic tracts would come down. The mammillary bodies would be in here, and the infundibulum would be right here. The pituitary gland would be right in here too, but we removed that when we removed the meninges. The cerebropeduncles are right here. This is our pons, our cerebellum, our medulla oblongata, and our spinal cord. If we're to flip it over and open it up, in here we see the superior and inferior caniculi, and those will make the quadrigemina. Also inside there would be the pineal gland. Now we're going to open it up. Here's our cerebellum, and inside is the arbor vitri. This is white matter, and this is gray matter inside there. This is our spinal cord coming off again, leading up to our medulla oblongata and our pons. Our pineal gland is right up here. This little white area right here is the corpus callosum, and the optic chiasm is still attached. Our cerebral aqueduct would run down to our fourth ventricle down here. Our thalamus is right here, and that's enclosing the third ventricle. Our mammillary body's down here, and our hypothalamus is down here. Our choroid plexus, if you open up inside, you can see the little black area. That's the choroid plexus. And now we'll put the brain back together and look at the nerves. We have still attached an ocular motor nerve right here. Our trochlear nerve would be right about here in between the peduncles and the pons. As you move down, your trigeminal nerves would be right about here. The abducens would be more medial as you move down, and working towards the lateral view, you would have the facial nerve and the vestibular nerve, the glossopharyngeal nerve, the vagus nerve, your accessory nerve, and medial would be your hypoglossal nerve. And that's our sheep brain.